Mind-blowing cameras, a flagship killer vibe, and design that screams premium. 6 months ago, the Vivo X200 Pro was the phone to beat in late 2024. But in 2025, with new flagships dropping left and right, is this game changer still worth your cash? Alright, let's dive into my 6-month review and figure out if the Vivo X200 Pro is still a must-buy or if it's time to look elsewhere. Stick around and drop a comment. What's your favorite feature on this phone? Alright, let's start with how this thing looks and feels. The Vivo X200 Pro is a stunner, but it's not perfect. That frosted glass back in titanium gray? It's sleek, premium, and honestly feels like a brushed metal vibe, even though it's aluminum. You've also got carbon black and cobalt blue if you're feeling spicy. But here's the thing, it's slippery as heck without a case. I've had a few heart-stopping moments, nearly dropping it while filming TikToks. A faux leather back would have been chef's kiss for grip and that camera phone aesthetic, especially since Vivo's leaning hard into photography angle. It's hefty too. Think iPhone 16 Pro Max weight. Not a deal breaker, but don't expect a Featherlight phone. The buttons? Super clicky, great feedback. And it's tough. IP68 and IP69 means it laughs at water, dust, even high-pressure jets. Just don't steam clean it, okay? The 6.8-inch AMOLED display is a showstopper. Thin bezels, 90% screen-to-body ratio, and a buttery 120 Hz refresh rate make everything feel silky smooth. Peak brightness hits 4,500 nits for HDR, and even in real-world use, I measured over 2,000 nits full screen. I took it hiking under blazing sunlight, and it was crystal clear. The ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is a big upgrade. Fast, accurate, even with sweaty fingers after a gym session. Only gripe? The 1.6 nit minimum brightness isn't great for late-night scrolling. My eyes were begging for mercy at 2 a.m. What's your go-to screen setting, vivid or natural? Let me know. Now, the star of the show, those cameras. Vivo went all in with a quad camera setup, and that 200 megapixel telephoto lens, it's a beast. I tested it against my buddy's Galaxy S24 Ultra, and the X200 Pro zoom shots were unreal. Crisp details at 10x, no contest. InPhoneArena benchmark gave it the highest zoom score we've ever seen. The main 50 megapixel sensor is no slouch either, just a hair behind the best out there. Colors pop with a slight saturation boost, but you can switch to Zeiss Tune mode for a more natural look. I shot a sunset the other day, and the vivid mode made it Instagram ready without editing. The ultra wide, it's solid but softer, and blues can look a bit neon. Selfies are decent but lean pinkish on skin tones. Not my favorite for video calls. Video quality though, fantastic. Daytime footage is bright without blowing out highlights, and nighttime clips look clearer than the S24 Ultras, which gave my face a weird red tint. That 200 megapixel zoom carries over to video. 2. Game changer for creators. Ever tried zooming in on a concert stage? This phone nails it. What's your go-to camera feature? Zoom or ultra wide? Hit the comments. Performance-wise, the X200 Pro is a powerhouse. It's rocking the MediaTek Dimensity 9400, a 3 nanometers chip that's snappy as heck. I've been gaming, editing 4K videos, and juggling a million apps, and it doesn't break a sweat. Benchmarks? It's not quite snapping at Snapdragon 8 Elite's heels, but outshines the iPhone 16 Pro Max in some graphics tests. My Genshin Impact sessions? Buttery smooth, even after an hour. The 16 gigabytes RAM and 512 gigabyte storage keep everything humming, though no microSD slot is a bummer. FunTouch OS 15 on Android 15 is fun. Actually, it's got that iOS-inspired polish, but with Android's flexibility. Split screen, side drawers, smooth animations. Google apps like Gemini are preloaded, so it feels familiar. Vivo promises 4 years of major updates and 5 years of security patches. Not the 7 years Samsung and Google offer, but you'll likely upgrade by 2029 anyway, right? Anyone else obsessed with customizing their UI? What's your favorite Android skin? Battery life is where the X200 Pro flexes. That 6,000 mAh cell is a monster. I got 14 hours of YouTube streaming in our tests. Insane! Web browsing lasted over 12 hours, and gaming held up strong. Real-world use? I unplugged at 7 a.m., scrolled X, shot some videos, and still had 20% by midnight. The 90-watt charger included. Juices it up in under an hour. Wireless charging at 30 watts is solid. 2, if you've got a Qi 2 pad. Ever left your phone uncharged for 2 days? This one might just pull it off. What's your battery life deal breaker? Alright, let's talk value. The Vivo X200 Pro launched at around $900 to $1,000 globally, depending on the region. In 2025, new units are still floating around $850 to $950 through retailers like AliExpress or Giztop, especially since it's not officially in the US used or refurbished. I'm seeing them on eBay and Swappa for $600 to $750, depending on condition. That's a steal for a phone this loaded, especially compared to a new iPhone 16 Pro Max or Galaxy S25 Ultra, which are $1,200 plus. The used market makes it super affordable if you're okay with a few scratches. But here's the catch: availability. If you're outside Asia or Europe, you're hunting through unofficial channels, and Carrot compatibility is a gamble. I had to double check mine worked with T-Mobile's 5G bands. Still, for that 200 megapixel camera, flagship performance, and a battery that won't quit, it's a killer deal. Anyone snagged a used flagship before? Share your tips. So, is the Vivo X200 Pro still worth buying in 2025? Heck yeah, if you're a camera nerd or just want a premium phone, without breaking the bank. That 200 megapixel zoom is unmatched, the design screams luxury, and the battery life is a dream. Sure, the selfie cam's meh and availability is a hassle, but at $600 used or $850 new, it's a bargain compared to pricier flagships. If you're deep in Samsung or Apple's ecosystem, you might lean toward their 2025 models for better support and trade-in deals. For me, I'm keeping this bad boy for travel vlogs. The zoom's too good to pass up. What do you think? X200 Pro or something else in 2025? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button if this helped, and subscribe for more tech reviews. Catch you in the next one.